Hello, everyone. Do you guys hear my name? Hear my voice, right? Hello.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's nice. I have to say, I apologize. I have no idea that I have to contact you in person first, so I'm sorry for this. Okay, well, let waiting for other people. Like I think we should have like 11 members here. So right now, including me and Professor Pranom, I think we have 8 person here. So just keep waiting for them, maybe like a couple minutes. But yeah, good morning. No, not good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Puva, Assistant Professor Dr. Chiranthanin Kitika, as a coordinator of this course that you guys will be with me for 1 semester. So be nice with me and I will be kind with you, okay? Most of you are Myanmar, right? I can see from the name. That's very nice because we are neighbor, and that's very great that we can exchange our academic knowledge together. Okay, um, I try to find someone to talk with me first, just spending time waiting for other members. Maybe who? Sorry that. Hi. Your name's E. How could I call your name? E.
Yes, you can call me E.
Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay, my is Pooh. Nice to know you. So, where you come from?
Yes, I'm from Myanmar and I was born in Bago region, quite near with the Yangon, the capital city of Myanmar. And to my hometown, it is about 3-hour drive from Yangon to my hometown.
Okay, it sounds nice. I have been there. I have been to Yangon, Mandalay. Yeah, I think that it's pretty nice city and full of culture. That awesome. Nice to know you. And how? Which year you are right now? You first year student or second year student?
It's the first year.
Oh, you first year student. Oh, nice. Let's learn together. Okay, and can you tell me about your backgrounds? Where are you right now?
Yes, I'm currently at my hometown, but I'm frequently go back and forth Yangon and my hometown because I have to take care to my father as well. And yeah, and my academic background is from Yangon University of Economics and graduated in majoring in commerce. And after that, I also studied in Thammasat University in Bengal, my study economics.
Oh, cool. So right now you study as PhD or master?
No, master degree only because of the situation and in right now in Myanmar, and then also my interest is in the public policy is quite new for me, so that is why I decided to study from the master course.
I see. That's just how it be, right? That's sound okay for me. Keep how to say, like, keep learning and just waiting for the time. Okay, right. It's pretty nice. And right now you live in Patu.
Sorry.
Where you are right now?
And now I'm currently in Yangon.
Oh, Yangon. Okay. Well, that's
because
like that's
in my hometown, the electricity is very cut off very often, and then also Wi-Fi internet is also not so good. So that is why I came to Yangon and ready for.
I see. Okay, I try my best to teach online and try to make our class practice and productive as I can. Okay, I try to record everything. So if each of you have the problem about the signal of internet, maybe like it's accidentally you can hear me well, I record it so you can find our material later. So yeah, it might be good for you, and I will send you a mail for sure. But this time I didn't know that I had to contact you first as a person, so I will do it later. So sorry for you guys like that, but nice to know you. I wish you all are in here. I mean, in Chiang Mai, Thailand, so we can go to the city together. We can have a survey together. We can talk in person. But unfortunately, I know some of you cannot come to Thailand, even Chiang Mai right now. So keep in there. I hope everything will be fine soon. Cross the fingers. I hope everything will be fine soon. And then maybe a couple months later, we can meet in a person because I'm an active one. So I would like you to see my body language, like smell me in real person. Okay. Thank you. You to talk to me. Okay. I guess
Thank you.
is the right time to start the syllabus. Yeah. It's pretty, how to say, like, it's pretty nice when I heard foreign student call me Ajahn, because Ajahn is called teacher in Thai, and it's pretty cute. Like I call my teacher as a sensei. Now I know that feeling, like, oh, it's cute when foreign people just call me Ajahn. It's very nice. Okay. So I will introduce our class. Our class is sustainable urban management and governance. And it sounds boring, right? Yes, it is, but it's not boring because I am a teacher. So I don't want you to learn like the city from the top view perspective, how to be a government to manage the city from the top view and everything what construct with the law or regulations. No, because my background is architect. So I study from people to an area. So I see things differently. I see things from the people perspective and work it on the area. So I would like you to bring all of you to backwards, to see things from the bottom up, to see things from the perspective of people who live in the city. They live, they feel from the perspective, and then creating the urban management and urban governance in terms of your area, and it would be real sustainable, not just knowing what is sustainable is and then just do everything as a strategic plan. I think it doesn't work for today city anymore because we live in a real city. We just don't want to hear something from commander. We are the mechanism of the city. I mean, we are as a people. Okay. So let's move to another. This is course description. Okay. I will bring you to understand what is sustainable is, but the sustainable or sustainabilities is just not one single definition. It would be implied and it would be integrated to the city. Each city had their own strong, their own weak point, right? They have pain point. Each city had their own characteristics. So sustainability is the idea to see the city and improve it, elevate it to become the sustainable city in terms of urban management and urban governance. Urban management and governance is very important because right now we're living in the city, which is controlled by urban planning, urban regulations, by the organization, which is we are not in a part of it. We are just a people who have to roll with it, right? If they not allow us to park here, we cannot park here. But especially like in the developing country, right? Us like Thailand and Myanmar, right? We, how to say, like we sink in the idea of modern city by following the modern style. But the modernity is just not modern style. The modernity is make people equally, right? So people as the center of the design, not just people following the design. So right now, I want you to change your perspective and study with me to creating your own urban governance and your own urban management in terms of your case study. And the objection of this subject will you have to explain sustainable city, sustainable. Sorry for my fault. Like I'm nervous. Explain sustainabilities on urban management and analyze it sustainability through the developments in the city and also apply it. So it's very easy. You just explain, analyze, and apply it. Just three things that is this our mission to do with this course. And I have to introduce myself. My name is Puwa. That's my nickname, but my real name is Chiranthanin Kitika. But as you know, Thai people have a really long name, so we have to have a nickname to call easily, so to call functionally. So my name is Poo. You can call me Poo, Ajahn Poo, teacher who anything, but my name is Poo. And I'm teaching in here in Chiang Mai University, but I'm teaching in Faculty of Architectures. So my background is architect, and I graduate master and doctor in Japan. And right now in my study field, I study about social space, urban vernacular, integrative design, and uh, creative urban communities. This is my background. And this is my research and my book and my website that I have worked with my place as Chiang Mai City. So I have worked with many communities in Chiang Mai University in terms of teaching and in terms of researching. So right now, I'm just not go to the communities and then just following their rules or just like, or maybe like be a controller to manage everything. I design with them. So my design is just not so fancy things, but it would be function with them. Like this one, a craft pavilion can providing the flea market and providing the community space in the city, and also integrated to the local community to can creating their own business and represent what is the culture landscape of them and towards to become a package design. And also like I'm not just that, like how to make people to feel engagement and become like and have sense of belonging. So I design everything that make the relationship between city and people in terms of fashion, in terms of architectures, in terms of package design. And this is my website, so you can dig it on me, Studio Pua. Okay, and not just that, I researching about the city, and I always study about the city from the bottom up, from the people view. So Chiang Mai city, very controlled, very constructed by the uh, regulations, by the law to become like the historical building, traditional city, and that it's just boring because like people can never be the part of mechanism of the city. So I researching from the people from the district and then push up to creating the visual of the city. And this is how Chiang Mai would be, right? Chiang Mai would just not be the old city, but every people from the developments and gentrifications, creating the character of each district and each spaces. So this is an idea to develop the city and govern the city in terms of sustainability. Okay, so right now we have to see the news because the city is not look the same anymore. We live in the new city, new public city, new citizen, new urban area and spaces. Like the picture that I just shown. This is the design, the new design in New York, right? If you want to creating the urban area, it's just not the green area that can be an urban area, but the new thing could be the new urban area as well. It depends on the citizen, right? The citizen in the city would be the one who create, who can be pull what you want to do. And you can do anything with the city because the city is for us, is for the people. And right now, I talk too much. I know it's time for you to introduce yourself because I have to know you all, and then we can have like a friendly class from now on. So I already talked with EE. Maybe it could um, start with the first one, the student code. You all have student code, right? And maybe I have to know you all by numbers. So who is the first one? Who has the first student code?
Hello, I think this is me.
Okay, here you are. Introduce yourself
Yeah,
and what is your interest and where is your city?
yeah, okay. Sorry for closing the camera off because there is an electricity cut in my place, and that is why I have to make sure, to keep the electricity sufficient to join this class. So, okay.
Fine, that's fine.
My name is Chuchu Lai, but you can call me Cherrier. And regarding my educational background, I finished my bachelor degree with natural science and also the postgraduate diploma with political science and also the development studies. in terms of the professional experience, I worked with NGOs and INGOs, which are working on the humanitarian sector and also the peace process. So actually, joining for SPP public policy is I'm really interested how the government structure affect the policy making process. Decentralized structures or decentralized structures, something like that. So from this module, I expect to learn how to make a good maybe urban policy in order to establish an egalitarian society. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
That is my current interest. Yeah, maybe it might change. It might be changed probably. Yeah.
That's great. Like we are in the same page right now. And okay, where are you right now? What is your city?
Yeah. Now I'm in Yangon, but
Yangon.
my hometown is in Iawari region. Yeah.
Okay. So you live in Yangon right now, and if considering your city, you're considering Yangon or your hometown?
No, I don't consider Yangon as my city. I just consider Yangon, as a working place, in order to survive. Yeah.
So
because,
your city is your hometown, right?
Yeah.
Nice to know. Because you know what, like all the topic that we talk right now is become the assignment number 1. I want you to like describe your city, and then we will studying on the community first, and then yes, it will become the whole process of the semester. You will start from the small scale and grow bigger up from the bigger views as a governance and management for sure. Nice to know you, Terry.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
I'm supposed it's me.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sri Yemi. You can call me Jo, because I came from your region and from Myanmar. But most of my time were spent in Mandalay, where I got my first degree in Bachelor of Laws at University of Mandalay, and I also worked for 2 years after this degree. And I'm now living in China since the last week.
Oh, nice. You live in the same city with me. Okay. So what is your interest?
My objectives of choosing to the SPP is to promote our Myanmar, to promote the Myanmar policy making process as a public policy expert or like the legislator, because when I was living in Mandalay, the previous government and promote Mandalay as the smart city, which promote the living standards of the cities, the citizens. And so I would like to promote I would like to policy making process in terms of our management with the broader bureaucracy of the public.
Nice. And yeah, smart city. It sounds like everywhere in this world have to become that city. It's very nice. And I will mention later for sure about smart city, because Chiang Mai right now, we are looking forward to become smart city, which is, I don't think we are going in the right way right now, but we can talk about that later. But it's very nice to hear your interest. And for the last question, where is your city? Where is you are considering yourself as a citizen of that city?
It's maybe Mandalay city.
Mandalay, nice. I've been there. It's very nice city. It's very small, but it's plenty of culture. Cool. Nice to know you, Yao. Okay, who's next? Who's next?
Okay, I'm gonna introduce myself. So, can you hear me, Jack?
I hear you, but I couldn't see your face.
You couldn't see my face?
Yeah.
How about now?
Okay, I see you. So
it is in portrait mode. I don't know why, but
that's great. That's great. I can remember you more.
Yes. Yeah. So my name is Jonathan, and you can call me John. And I was born and raised in Yangon, Myanmar. And I studied my bachelor degree in Chiang Mai University, majoring in social science. And I have been working at the INGO for 2 years in Yangon, and I'm also a research assistant at Chiang Mai University in the Department of Social Science.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
You work here as well.
Yes.
So right now you work and you study at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. It sounds heavy, but fighting, but keep on doing best. Okay. Where is your city?
My city is in Yangon, Gemini. So Gemini is the place where you can find current ethnic people the most. And Yangon is also a place where you can see the most migrant worker coming from all over the country.
Sure.
Yes.
It's very contemporary lifestyle.
Yes, and I'm interested in studying labor policy issues because right now, so that is what I'm doing right now. So I want to promote the labor policy and to reduce the consequences of it. Because there are many loopholes in Myanmar government laws and policy.
I see. Yeah, but I think like I don't want to say it like this, but we had the same problems because the structure is so strong. So that's why like the South people could be come up and could be strike the design of everything, even the law, even the city planning, even like the structure of the communities, even. Okay, thank you. Nice to know you, Jonathan. Keep on working.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, who will be the next one? Right now we have 3 already. Cool. Hello.
Hello, my name is Clyde Maningo. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Arts in Political Science in the University of the Philippines, Cebu. So recently,
nice.
Yeah, I'm from Philippines. My recent work was about the infodemic phenomena and how effective policy formulation method could cope with strategicities that could mend the threat of sudden fake news proliferation. It is very urgent. It is a very urgent problem in our country right now. But I am also particularly interested on policies for sustainability and also on grassroots or socio-civic participation in the formulation of one. Also, I am also interested in what you stated earlier when you said that we tend to sink in on the idea of modern city. So we follow the design, which also disregards the people in the process. So I also think that it is necessary that we also create designs that is people-centric. It is very important as of this day and age, because if we follow solely the design, we miss the most important thing, which is the very notion that the design is supposed to be beneficial and to make the people live comfortably and sustainably. And about my city, I am currently living in Siquijor. It is in the middle of the Philippine archipelago. It is a small island, so it's not particularly a city. But we also face crucial predicament and problems here, especially in terms of agricultural problems, the livestock management, the supplies, and etc.
Whoa, interesting. I really like that you mentioned your city. It's just not really a city. That's very crazy. That's very great. I mean, crazy good. Because right now we are just, as we just said, like we are sinking in the concept of the modern city, and every place has to become the city. So that means agriculture field, like, or maybe local is become suburb. No, we never be a suburb when we never strike by the modernity or urbanizations, right? Every place in the world never become the city. That is very nice that you just mentioned that. And this is like the perspective that could come up in 21st century for sure, because like we stick in that modern world, maybe like 2 decades already, like 90s, 70s, 20s, we always develop our country, our city, our place in the world have to become the city, right? That I don't think that's the right direction to move forward. Nice to know you. And right now we have Filipino here. Hello from Thailand. I wish you come to Thailand. I wish you join us.
To adjourn.
Yeah, nice to know you as well. Okay, moving on to other members. Right now we have 3 Myanmar, 1 Philippines. Who's next? It would be 808, right? Kiao Lin. Are you here with me? Kiao Lin? Lin? I don't think she's here. Okay, move to 809, Man Hee Shu. I'm sorry if I call your name wrong. Are you a guy with me? No. Okay. Number 810, Munli Kiao. Okay, you already introduced yourself. 811, Sa Piao Min Aka Mil Hai Halai. Sorry, I'll call your name totally wrong. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's totally okay. I'm sorry that my name is really long.
No, that's awesome.
Please feel free to call me as Sapio.
Okay, Sapio.
Yeah. I am originally from Patay in Yauri region, which is the what is it called? Like the southern was city, the capital city of Yauri region. But I was mostly spent my time in Yangon, attending university and working there. So I would consider Yangon as my city because I spent like much of my time there. My youth life there. Um, and my background is actually in education. So I did my bachelor degree, specialized in education, and I spent my career as a participant in education reform and policy process. Previously, I worked on the assessment and education reform program for the Ministry of Education, but like considering the political instability, we stopped working with the authoritarian regime. And I am finding to improve my career life through the public policy making because I feel that I work for the public education policy reform and I want to know more about how the policy is made in the broader concept and want to apply it in the specific area, in my case, education. So for this course, which is really new to me because it is, urban and planning, but like my background is education, but like I somehow feel that which is related because as you have mentioned, we need to plan the city as in a way that is, make people inclusive and belongingness. And I was also looking for the relationship between the cities and education. And I have found like one of the project which is done at the United UN, I think UNESCO, they did like cities and education project 2030. And I somehow really, looking forward to relate this goal, how we can, plan the city, as you have mentioned, people centric and make the people inclusive and, make the people feel belongingness in a way that, the city plays how to promote the education equality because urbanization is happening. We could not refuse to face it, so we have to face it. And urban planning and those kind of stuff will be really crucial in education and moving the social mobility. I believe that's thank you so much.
Oh, that's great. Like you are on the field of educations. And right now in UNESCO, they are trying to drive each city as the learning city. And the learning city is pretty interesting. Like the city could have their own foundation, their own knowledge in their each cities. And that could come up with a grounding up of the foundation of the city for sure, not just strategic plan and just bottom down. It's a top down, but the grounding up to have each city have their own value, their own foundation, and creating the physical design, physical plan, or like the planning, everything become one of the learning, and city become the museum, city become the place that you use in every day, and you learn the history. You learn about the value of your life through the practice in the city. I think that could be the great thing that city could be in the future. It's not just only the city had the good museum. No, they're just a place. It's never related to human being or like the local living there. Nice. And what is your city? You just mentioned Yankong is your city, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I consider Yangon as my
Mhm.
city because I spent much of my time, my youth life in
Mm.
Yangon, and the specific area that I was living is in Sanjiao, which is like
Mm.
kind of at the central area in Yangon, but like
Mm.
most youth who are migrated from the other country, relocate there in Chiang Mai and
Mm.
sorry in Sanjiao, and
Yeah,
we have
Yankong.
really yeah, Sanjiao, we have really good nightlife and youth life. When you
Mm.
go around in nearby area, you will see youth from different city and those kind of stuff. Like it's like kind of the youth area in Yangon.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. I want to see more about you, the thing that you just mentioned, maybe on the assignment that I will give you later. Okay. Nice to know you. Yeah, you're welcome. Who's next? Okay, I think it would be number 812. So, Jonathan. Okay, you already introduced 813. Yamin O. Yamin,
Yeah,
you with me?
yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I am Yamin U, but you can call me Yamin. Yeah. To talk about my hometown firstly, I am from Magui region. It's a kind of dry zone near the Asian city of Bagan, another northeast side of the Bagan. Yeah.
Mm.
From my educational background, I got a bachelor degree in emphasizing in English literature. After that, I moved to I tried a postgrad diploma in international relations, and
Okay.
for the professional work, after my bachelor study, I work in the research area, especially like public opinion polls and social research. I I used to work for the governance sector. Uh, to be specific, is municipal governance. I used to organize the town hall meeting between the government and municipal government and the public. Yeah. And I have a few experience with urban. I did a public opinion poll under the title of urban life in a small town. It is a very small town. It's just a public opinion pool. Yeah. So from research, I would like to move forward to the policy, how to make policy narrative and make approach the decision maker. So I'm trying the SPP. Yeah. Thank
Oh,
you.
nice, nice. And you considering yourself, you are in the city right now. It's your city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you show your place, your hometown as your city. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Yamin. Moving on to 814. Yi
Nice.
Win. Yes,
Yeah,
hello.
that would be me.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, yeah. Very nice to meet you, Ajahn Pu. So my name is Yao Wenhai. You can call me Ye. I think it is
Yeah.
easier for you. Yeah. So
Like a
yeah.
hip hop star.
So yeah, I have done my bachelor degree in IT in 2007. But even though I graduated with IT, since then I enter CSO or civil society, organizations and as a development workers. So yeah, so I've been working in the media development industry
That's cool. That's cool. The media has
yeah,
such a strong power to move the
sure.
city.
For 12 years. So I still working in this industry. So yeah. So my city is, before I talk about my city, so yeah, let me talk about the reason that I joined SPP CMU. So the reason is I want to be a key change agent in the process of policy making, especially if I have a chance. And I really want to take part in this new policy development in the Myanmar media, for the Myanmar media. So my city is Yangon, which is same with some of my cohorts. So yeah, I think this is enough for the time being.
And you think like, what is the specifically district or this specifically area that you describe as you are the citizen of that communities in Yangon? Can you?
Yes, but I was born in the South Okala Township, which is, it's not in the city area. I mean, we can call it the Asst Township from the Yangon city. So yeah.
Okay, that's nice. That is your city. Okay, thank you to know you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Moving to, I think, last two. 815 Sung Win Pugh. Are you with me? Good to see his name. Okay. Eugene from
Professor
Zambia.
Yes, Professor.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Are you getting me?
Good afternoon.
Yes. Yes, here is in the morning. Yes, in the morning. Yes. My name is Eugene Wemba. You can call me Eugene.
Yeah.
I'm from Africa, in Zambia, in a part of Africa. My background, I did my bachelor's degree in agriculture in Zimbabwe. And I also had the privilege in 2017, I was in KKU in Thailand. I think I did a short course on livestock production. I think the other time I was in Japan, I did livestock development policy. I was in LITI, that's why I did my diploma course. Naturally, my background is to do with animal science. And I'm working in the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock. I'm a coordinator. I'm living in a small district. It's not. It's just a village. For instance, our nearest big city is Kitwe. It's based in Copper Belt. Yes. So basically, that's my interest. I just want to know from this course, because where we are now, we have seen a lot of mushrooming of illegal structure within our city. Probably the course might also try to open up how it can be helpful to our local authority from my knowledge I'm going to acquire from the course. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice to know you. We have Eugene from Zambia, which is like, that's great. We make this class worldwide. That's great. Okay. I really like to see people of color here as well. I don't want to just only see the Asian here. We are yellow. So we have brown and black here. It's very nice. This is world, right? This is the year of the month of equality, the month of the pride. So it's very great to see many people from any place in the world. But not just student here. We have another teacher here, Asst.Prof.Dr.CHIRANTHANIN. Asst.Prof.Dr.CHIRANTHANIN is here with us. Asst.Prof.Dr.CHIRANTHANIN, are you okay to open your mic or maybe your camera and show yourself just a little bit?
Hello, everybody. I am in actually in my office, I shouldn't make a very loud noise because we share the office with the others. And sorry because we don't really know that this will happen. So actually, I was in the middle of another symposium, so I try a lot to incorporate both. but anyway, so thank you very much indeed. I listened to some of you guys' introduction, and thank you very much, Ajahn Phu, for the very nice opportunity to know each other. I'm sorry that I cannot be here or introduce myself for a long time, but I hope that we will know each other more. And I agree with Ajahn Phu that we are very, very pleased to have many of you from everywhere in the world. I really like the class. This is my first class ever in Chiang Mai University. I have been in other university before, so I'm very pleased indeed. Thank you very much, and I will introduce myself later. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajahn Phanom. She will be with us in many classes, and as you know, like I am the coordinator, and Ajahn Phanom will be the special lecturer, and she will jump in to the class along the semester. So be good student, and I will be kind to you. Okay? Do somebody else that haven't introduced yourself to the class? I can. If you haven't introduced yourself, it's your time. Just raise your mic. Okay, no one. Okay, I guess we are all introduce ourselves. So this is how we go, right? I provide the structure of this course for 8 topics, and every 8 topic will creating your idea. Your project will start from your point of view, and then you creating your own topic through the plan that you select, through the topic of the city, make from the small scale to the bigger scale, from the midterm to after midterm, and then the final. I really expect from you that you will have your own sustainabilities in your own city. So let's make this class to push up your research, to push up your topic. I don't want to be a burden or maybe like the more things to your study. Let's make this class make your proposal, make your research go further. So if you have your own topic, if you have your own area that you want to research on, show us them and play with me, And for the final class, you all will creating your own topic as the research. It will including the urban management for sure, urban governance for sure, but it will grounding up from the ground, from the people, and you will have some data which can support your research. And I hope very much that this course will help you to be the better student, better developers, better citizen, to make your own proposal and can submit your own proposal in time. I mean, like in the master student, you have to apply for the proposal research, right? So I hope you will graduate in time in 2 years. I think of course you can for sure, but let this course help you. Okay. So this is the suggestion book in the first period. As I told you, I am an architect, so I will always see things as an area, as a design. But the world is round. We all divided by the measure of the subject. Everything is connected. Everything is related. Policy, education, social, mass, media, architect, all of them. It's the same thing, at the same networking, same mechanic to driving the city. So all of your interesting, all of your point of view, all of your positions, it will all make sense if you listen to the class and try to integrate it to your own will. I really like that you mentioned that you see the thing at the same thing with me. I don't want you to be just only the listener. Like I have to agree with every speech that Ajahn Phu just said. No, you can negotiate me. I don't want to be like the one person have loud, have my own, and can speak anything. If you don't agree with me, my own, and like I don't think so, Janpu, and that will make our class go further than just following me. Okay, and today I will introduce something that is my perspective of urban management and urban governance to become sustainabilities. This is the plaza in the middle of Chiang Mai city. We call it Three King Monument Plaza. Obviously, you can see the monument from the three kings who established Chiang Mai city. This is, of course, monument. Get on the area called plaza. Once the idea of plaza made for every people, inclusiveness, right? People can get in. But once the government put the monument, which is had the meaning about the history. This plaza is not for all anymore. It's become traditional plaza. So it's very hard to making the skate here to sell something here because the area was conceptualized by the monument. This is all the same thing. Policy, design, artist, monumental, everything is the same thing. But this picture is what disrupt everything because if you zoom in to the screen, the people who play something on the screen, that is Pokemon Go. Do you know Pokemon Go application is a game online, which is they are tracking to the real GPS in the city, and they visualize the Pokemon spot, provide gyms. So you have to walk along the street, along the city, and play with the game visually. But you have to go on the locationing to just jumping into the Pokemon spot, to the gyms, and that disrupt everything, disrupt the resolution of the physical world. People just get in there and play the game. They don't never know what is the construct or never regulation. This is we are living right now, digital disruption. And later than that, it just become like 5 years ago. But right now, people in Chiang Mai, especially from the teenagers, they negotiate, they need the spaces for the skate. So skate people, they gathering and negotiate to the mayor of the city. And right now, this area, this plaza, just only open for skate people. Right now, it's just almost a year that the new mayor just come. The new mayor need to need to make the benefit of the work. So they work with the teenager, and this become the skate park. But not just skate park, not just skate people could use this area, right? About the red truck people, about the people like us. We are excused again. So what is sustainability is how we define to the city. And right now, as I told you, the public city was changed. We are living in the new public city, not just only the physical, virtually, digital disruptions, the new citizen. Even like we are not the people who live nearby, we are not neighbor, but we feel belonging to the area, we belonging to some places. We are citizen as well. Not just own the land, not just raised there, but if you feel care in that area, you are the citizen as well. And new urban area and spaces is the key to see things because the way that you describe things is the way that you use the area. This is Chiang Mai. Okay. I think most of you have been here or you guys ever been here. This is Chiang Mai internet era. The internet era was strike everything, and the first area in Chiang Mai who can connect internet is on the west side, which is near mainly in Chiang Mai University. The first internet era was used for academic, and then it's provided to many people who live nearby to a residential area because the internet was developed not just for academic but for entertainment. So as the point, the green point that you see, that is the first area that can connect internet era. in 1990s. And internet was changed everything. The system of internet was changed the new publicity. Internet cafe was become the third place of the people. As the first generation internet was had to develop with telephone and electricity. So the internet cafe is very small. It's just one store of the shop house. And then it was changed to ADSL, which is providing the wireless signal. So it's providing more spaces. And right now we don't need computers. We have our own smart device. So we need co-working space to get in and use the facility high-speed internet. And that's why right now Chiang Mai has something that you never see. It's called wireless city. This is the internet high-speed connection in the city. The purple area is the 5G. You can connect 5 generations of signal of internet, which is so speedy, only in the purple area. And in the red area is the 4G plus. So considering of this point of view, right, that makes Chiang Mai city bring on the new citizen. The new citizen who come to Chiang Mai would be the people who have visa or who be allowed to come in from the developed country. So they don't need to do the visa, but you can live here for 2 months. Or if you come from the other place, you have to have the visa to get in. And that's why Chiang Mai was become the top 5 digital nomad destinations. And from my research, I'm researching from the people who are living here as a digital nomad, right? Okay, hello. Okay, I will continue talking. Okay, and I found out that digital nomad who move in Chiang Mai, they didn't move in Chiang Mai in every place, but they live in the area can connect the high-speed internet because they have to use an internet as the connection to work and travel. And the place that they live is on the western side of the old city because they have to live with the modern lifestyle, with gyms, supermarket, Italian restaurant, vegetarian restaurant, coffee. They want to experience another lifestyle, but they're still living in the modern way of people. And they live in the city without negotiating, but they know what is the social structure, what is the structure of the city looks like. So they live in the service apartment, which is lower rental. They're living in the urban gap. They use the motorcycle and travel around the city. So as you see, new people creating the new networking and creating the smart district, right? This is the nomad district. Never who said it, but they're living in this area from the tactic of the city, not just the strategy of the city. And the place that they live is not just alien native. They're just renovating abandoned area to become something that against office, something that neutral, something that against anti-office look like, anti the modern office. So they're creating the flexible area, the adaptive reuse in the area, and they providing the spaces that they can work, they can live as co-working, co-living, and creating some social event in it as well. So Chiang Mai, in terms of internet, you can see something, right? People living here internationally, they have to plug in to the facility called internet, high-speed internet. And from that network, they're creating the district as the people district. And that people are the new people of our generation, is digital nomad and expat. And that's creating among a number of co-working spaces, co-living spaces in the Chiang Mai. And right now, back to the top down perspective, the smart city was right to Chiang Mai. Just only 5 years, Chiang Mai was become one of the city had to push at the smart city without knowing the people, without knowing the gentrification, without knowing the people who living here. The plan of the smart city was different perspective. They want to provide internet to outside of the city to connect people from the mountain to connect from the tribal. And right now, Chiang Mai, as you see, we have 3 circles. The urban life was providing more and more and more, and people outside the 3 cycle of the city was pushed to have the internet. But the internet was just only for access, not high speed. And sad because in the city, they changed the identity, the definition of the smart city to become the smart traffic. So the smart city in terms of the government, they're creating the traffic light, the smart traffic light, who can just make people get in the city easily, speedy, and can catch people who illegal, didn't wear the helmet, didn't stop when the light turned red. They are using the technology to control people more than elevate people's lifestyle. That is the key. Because one, you got the smart city, right? Smart city is very value, it's very strong concept, which is come from the developed country. But developing country, they use the concept in terms of hybrid regimes. They use this development to control, to more control people who living there, not just elevated what we are. So how should we make the better city? This is how we learn, right? And graduate, your research is just not leisure. I hope your research will move and strive and elevate our better society, better city for sure. And this is the introduction. Okay. Any question before I give you the article weekly and assignment? Any questions? Or any suggestion or anything to share? I just intro to you to see the design strategy and the way that you see it, right? Speaking of Chiang Mai, as you can see, smart district, smart city could come up from the smart people, from the new citizen, right? If you think in the wrong directions, everything will be the wrong development, and the management, the governance will come from the top up, and the nomad, expat, service apartment, co-working space will never become a part of the development. Okay. Okay. For the first week, we will see each other weekly, right? I will give you a text to read, not that much. This text is just article for 10 or 12 pages. It's called New Feature of Mixed-Use Design on Public Area, Case Study of Asst.Prof.Dr.CHIRANTHANIN Road to Moon Mueang Soi 7 in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Who wrote it? Me. I am the writer. So you read my research from this read article, and you will see like the way that I see things, right? The public never divide public and private anymore, but you have to think about the mixed use to become the place that can integrate it, inclusiveness, and become the new design. We see things from the small things, and then we can extending for the bigger view. Okay, this is the article that I want you all to read, and I will talk with you about this article in the next class, I mean next week. And the first assignment, here it is. Next week, I want you all to prepare for this. Just roughly speech. I think it would be great that you just make a slide for 4 pages. The first one is about you location yourself, your positioning yourself, become a part of the community. Where is your community in your own city? Maybe you are the music community in your city. Maybe you are the student community in the city. Who you are, who your communities in that city. Tell me. And then second, explain how your community network works or gathering. This is so interesting because we are in the convergent world. Sometimes you connect people from the application. Sometimes you use application, you use social media to gathering, and then you get in the city by hopping, right? This is how the community works. So explain me how your community is driving, how it's gathering, how it's work. in the city, or maybe you just explain like you use this application, talk from the Facebook page, and then go active on the actual place, how your communities works and gathers. And then 3, show your map. If you use tangibly in the city, you just cap from the Google map, right? And then point out, this is your place, this is your friend, and this is how the connection of the communities. Or if you use social media, you just told me like which group and make it a diagram, like just conceptual diagram that you connect to your communities, right? And the last one, what is the strong character or identity of your communities? It could be anything. It could come up with like the your community is strong because like you have the physical area that you always gathering in the city. This plaza is your community characters, or maybe your character is you always use green to represent your community. So green is appear on social media, appears from sticker that you point it on your cars, anything is represent or identify your community with the strong characters. All of this is all about how to learn management and governance from the bottom down and make it up. Okay, and you all will have 3 minutes to present your works as assignment 1, and I will give you 5%. Okay, that's fair enough, right? 5%. Okay, prepare for it. And no, not present on today. I just point out the wrong date. It would be 30th of June, not 23. 23 is today, right? Okay, I mean next week. Okay, not today. Sorry, my fault. Okay, that's it for today. Any questions?
Hi, sir. I just want to clear about the fourth, what is identity or strong character of your community? Yeah, please explain more. Thanks.
Okay, it could be anything. It could be anything. Okay, maybe you just give me a simple. Start from 1 to 4, right? Okay, position yourself as a part of the community. Which community that you are part of? Talk to me.
Student and youth.
Okay, student union. Okay, in which city?
No, not student union. Student and just youth.
Okay, student youth. Okay, and then in Yangon.
Yeah, currently in Chiang Mai.
Oh, cool. In Chiang Mai. Okay, in Chiang Mai. So this is the topic number 1. Topic number 2, explain how your community network works together. If you just like can point out like student from Chiang Mai University, student from Paya University, point it out and try to make a line that you how you connect, right? And 3, show your map. You just tap on the Google map and then point out which area that you use and making the note when you're gathering. Maybe you have the place, maybe you have a club. That is what I want to see, right? And then for the 4th, what is the strong character or identity? If you think your strong identity is you can connect the student, people is the strong characters. So which kind of student that is the strong characters? Or maybe the strong character is the strong of the event. You jump in, jump up, you flexible, you jump into many places. So that is your characters, right? So that character, like you have no place, you placeless, you hop in, hop out to many places. That is your characters. Or maybe you use the design, something like if you are in the club, you have to have the sticker, you have to make your own name with the signature like NPT club or something. That is how you represent yourself. Anything, any kind, I think that is your point of view, right? Try to think in your research area, right? If you are education, if you are math, media, if you are um, social science, thinking on that characters, and then will bring you to see things, and it will develop your research in the future, I hope. It could be anything. There's no good or right or wrong in this assignment. Okay. Thank you. Any questions? You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes. Professor.
Hello. Eugene.
Yes. Yes. For us who are dealing with animals and farmers, how do we position ourselves?
Of course, like if you're interested about the agricultures, they have a networking, right? Logistic thing, how to make this network work. So you have to point out, you have to see things as top view, right? For sure, you point out from the Google map and then just point out where is the farmer, where is they organize the product of the farm, and when it's go out to the city, that is a network. And what is the strong network of your network? It could come up like the product, or maybe the way that you maintenance, or maybe like the strategies of your communities, and that is a strong character. What it makes this agriculture community different from other place? Maybe the product, it could be, maybe people, it could be, or maybe the environmental, right? I think the environmental, or maybe like the agriculture infrastructure is very interesting, because once the modernized strike, the agriculture become industrializations. We never develop from the real environmental, from the real thing, from the grounding of the agricultural network. We never develop from them. It was strike by the industrial, and right now we become the new thing like industrial 4.0, which is we have to understand the foundations. We didn't cut it off and then just digitalization. No, we have to understand what is the history, what is the foundation of the village. I think it depends on you. If you're interested about the agriculture, the environmental, what is the strong area, or maybe the strong agriculture, environmental from your network, that could be the thing as well. I think most of you will have the different idea, different strong point of view. But let's see how it works, because following the class, you will have the group works. The topic of your study will gathering yourself, you and your friends, not just an area. Okay. Just anything, just try to do the assignment, and we will talk later. But I give you 5, easily 5. I promise it will be easy 5 for you. Okay, that's it for today. I record this and I will send this slide and this video through your mail. Okay, I'm not used to use team. I'm sorry for that, but I try my best to learn in team. If you find me as team, I will send you again about the link, about the slide. But right now I will send it through the mail. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have fun with me during the 1 hour more. Okay, and see you all on next Thursday. Read and work. Okay, so easy one. Bye bye, and have a good evening and good day to you, Eugene. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, you guys.
Bye, Jack.